Now, in the last week, half of the countries in Europe reported a 50% increase in the daily number of confirmed coronavirus cases. Cases across the continent and across the world are continuing to soar. Johns Hopkins University compiled this data, and we can see there are over 40 million confirmed cases of the infection around the globe. And the World Health Organization has said that Europe and North America should learn from countries like Australia, Japan, South Korea, where they say inadequately quarantining is leading to increased infections. And that isn't what's happening in Australia, in those other countries. So let's take a closer look at what's happening in the continent of Europe. And it's countries like Germany, Italy, France, the United Kingdom that have in the last few days reported their record numbers of new confirmed cases. And of course, these are just the numbers of the people who are getting a test. We do know that the numbers are likely to be higher than what this map shows. And the reality of that then, of course, is imposed restrictions that we did away with for a few weeks that have come back again, and even in some places like Ireland, new lockdowns. Well, Evelyn Laverick gives us an overview.
Ireland has become the latest to toughen up anti-COVID-19 measures, moving the country to the highest level of restrictions, similar to the lockdown last March. From midnight Wednesday, for 6 weeks, people will only be able to exercise within 5 kilometres of their home. Non-essential shops and hairdressers will have to close, and bars and restaurants will only be able to provide a takeaway service. Irish Taoiseach Michael Martin acknowledged the move would be difficult for many. 2020, he said, has been a hard year and we're not through it yet. Families, individuals and frontline families have sacrificed so much. Earlier, Wales had announced it was going into a short, sharp national lockdown from Friday until November the 9th. People will be told to stay at home, and pubs and restaurants and hotels are among the businesses which must close.
We know that if we do not act now, it will continue to accelerate, and there is a very real risk that our NHS would be overwhelmed.
On the day, authorities in Belgium warned it was facing a tsunami of new infections. The queues were long for people waiting to take a COVID-19 test. Overall, Belgium has the third highest number of COVID-related deaths per 100,000 people globally, hence a whole raft of new measures, including a curfew and bar closures. And Slovenia is following the curfew trend. It's just reported over 500 new cases in more than 2,600 tests, chalking up a positivity rate exceeding 20% for the first time.
After 9 p.m, nobody can be on the street or in any public space. Police and health authorities will monitor the situation, and if they catch you outside and you're not among the exceptions, you'll be penalised.
Europe appears to be battening down the hatches for a long, tough winter. Evelyn Laverick, Euronews.